Good afternoon, dear Dr. Abante and my dear colleagues. So, happy and blessed Sunday to all of us. I'm here to discuss regarding forward, futures, and swap contracts. So, first, let's discuss what are the intended learning outcomes for this course. So number one is to identify and explain the key features, uses, and differences between forward, futures, and swap contracts. Second is to apply these instruments to hedge against market risk, such as a price volatility, interest, rate changes, and currency fluctuations. So third is to integrate derivatives into portfolio management for optimization, diversification, and tactical adjustments. So let's start. So starting with the first one, the forward contracts. So forward contracts is an agreement between two parties to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price on a future date. So in forward contracts, the prices of stocks are predetermined, or they are predicting the price of stocks in the future. So its key characteristic based on these categories are the following. So based on customization, forward contracts are said to be tailored to the specific needs of the parties. So, like amount, its asset, and the date. So, they are tailoring or designing the needs of the parties regarding amount, asset, or date. So, regarding about the settlement, it can be physical, delivery, or cash settled. For the trading, it can be over the counter, meaning not standardized and not traded on exchanges. So, according to risk, so in forward contracts, it exposes both parties to counterparty risk and or the risk that the other party may default. So, what is the implication of forward contracts in investment analysis and portfolio management? So here are the uses, application, and limitations. So for its uses, so hedging. Let's first define what is hedging. So hedging is a risk management strategy used in investment and portfolio management to protect against potential losses due to adverse price movements in financial markets. So hedging simply means that protecting against potential losses. So, the uses of forward contracts in hedging is to protect against unfavorable price movements in underlying assets like commodities, currencies, or interest rates. Like we all know, these factors are all unpredictable. So, its uses is to protect the price movements. So next one is regarding speculation. The is to take advantage of anticipated price movements in underlying assets. So next is regarding arbitrage. So exploit price discrepancies between markets. So in forward contracts, it's all about anticipating the future price movements to protect the assets or the investment. So for its application, portfolio hedging is an investor holding foreign assets may use currency forwards to lock in exchange rates and mitigate currency risk. So in customized strategies, since forwards are over the counter, they can be tailored to meet specific portfolio requirements. So, regarding its limitations, its illiquidity is due to lack of secondary markets and counterparty risk due to the absence of clearinghouse. So, beyond its uses and application, forward contracts also has these limitations. So next would be the future contracts. Future contracts is a standardized contract to buy or sell an asset at a specific price on a specific future date. So the based on these characteristics, number one, based on the standardization, future contracts is in there are contract terms based on quantity, quality, delivery, and etc. are standardized by the exchange. So both parties must post collateral margin to a clearinghouse, which mitigates default risk. So in market to market, it's daily settlement of profits and losses. For the liquidity, generally more liquid than forward contracts due to active trading exchanges. So, in futures contracts, it is more the investments are more liquidate than the forward contracts because the future date is specific and it process the investment in daily settlement on its profits and losses. So the future contracts in investment analysis and portfolio management, like the forward contracts, it also have its uses and application. Also, of course, it also has their limitations. So let's first discuss the uses of future contracts. So first is the risk with regards to risk management, hedge portfolio exposures to equities, interest rates, or commodities. So in speculation, gain leverage exposure to underlying assets with relatively low capital. In portfolio diversification, it uses futures on indices, commodities, or currencies to enhance portfolio diversification. So its application in investment and portfolio management. So equity portfolio use stocks, index futures to protect against market downturns. So hedge interest rate risk using interest rate futures. So in asset allocation, quickly adjust portfolio exposures without directly buying or selling underlying assets. So in future contracts, its uses and applications is more present than the forward contracts because it expose the the investments into underlying assets. So of course, it has its advantages based from its uses and applications. So future contracts are high in liquidity and standardized contracts. So it lower counterparty risk due to clearinghouses. So its daily mark to market ensures up-to-date valuation. So it's up to date. So the risk is only that the potential for margin calls due to daily mark to market. And its leverage amplifies against gains and losses. So like other contracts, it also has its own risk. So next one will be the swap contracts. So The meaning of swap contracts is an agreement between two parties to exchange cash flows or financial instruments over a set period. So its key characteristics based on these categories are the following. So based on its customization, it's over the counter and customizable. So based on duration, it's often used for long-term agreements compared to forwards and futures. So based on the usage, it's commonly used by corporations and financial institutions for hedging. So we know the meaning of hedging. It's also for protecting the investment. But in swap contracts, it is said that it is used for long-term agreements. Unlike forwards and futures, which uses the present or the present movement of the unanticipated um, unanticipated factors. So there are three there are three common types of swap contracts. First one is the interest rate swaps. So exchange fixed interest rate payments for floating rate payments or vice versa. So the swap is based on the interest. So currency swaps exchange principal and interest payments in different currencies. So they exchange the interest in the um different movement or different rate of currencies. So in commodity swaps, the third one is the flows, exchange in cash flows based on commodity prices. So it's based on the inflation, I guess, and movement of the market prices. So what's in the swap contracts also has an implications, of course, to the investment and analysis and portfolio management. So first, let's discuss its uses. For hedging, it manage interest rates, currency, or commodity price risk in a portfolio. So for the income enhancement, it adjusts cash flows to match liabilities or target specific investment goals. For the risk transfer, it's exchange exposure in one asset class for another. So in swap contracts, we may observe that the the cash flows are set set to be specific because it is used for long term. So for its application, in interest rate swaps, it convert fixed rate debt to floating rate or vice versa to align with interest rate expectations. So in currency swaps, hedge foreign investments by locking in exchange rates and interest rate differentials. For equity swaps, it gain exposure to equity indices or specific stock performance without directly owning the assets. Yes. In swap contracts, there is a possibility to lock in the unpredictable or anticipated exchange rate and interest rate differentials, which would be beneficial to the investors. So its advantages. So yes, it's customizable to meet specific portfolio needs, long-term risk management solutions, and no initial outlay compared to outright asset purchases. So, but it also has its risk, which are counterparty risk in over-the-counter markets, and complexity in pricing and managing swap agreements. So, because it is long-term, it may be a hard time to manage swap agreements. So to sum up, the key difference of the forward, futures, and swap contracts, here's a table for us to understand more clearly. So based on when it comes to trading, forward is over the counter, while futures are exchange, and swaps is also over the counter. So standardization, forward is customized, futures is standardized, swaps is customized. So for counterparty risk, forward is high, futures low via clearinghouse, and swaps are moderate. So for the settlement, forward is the end of contract. Futures, it's daily mark to market, and swaps are periodic cash flows. For its purpose, in forward, they use hedging, speculation. In future, it is used for hedging and speculation. In swaps, it is also used for hedging. So we may observe that all the types of contracts are used for hedging or protecting the investment for future references. So that's all for my report. Thank you so much and have a blessed Sunday.